So we definitely do not have to, but tomorrow the unemployment rate is going to be released 1 hour before the market opens. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the current market's expectation. Depending if we get reported above or below will determine if the market sells off or if the market continues to rise. Now, yes, the stock market is closed tomorrow, but I wanted to see if you guys wanted to check the NASDAQ futures market, as that even continues to run even when other major markets are not open. So I wanted to ask you, tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens, the unemployment rate is going to get released and the market will react, as in the NASDAQ futures will react, depending on what is actually reported. So if you guys get this video to over 1,500 likes, I'll host that free live session. If not, I totally understand. You probably want to enjoy your day off from the market, but just wanted to ask and see what you guys thought. So let me know down in the comment section or just get this video to over 1,500 likes. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. What is the unemployment rate and or the expectation? So our current unemployment rate, the last one was reported on March 10th, 2023. We're currently sitting at a 3.6% unemployment, and the previous was 3.4%. So we did go up a little bit, but not very much. This unemployment rate is very, very low, right? What is the market's expectation for tomorrow, right? So April 7th, which is tomorrow, it gets reported. We have a forecast of 3.6%, and that's on investing.com, and as well as the unemployment rate on FinViz is also 3.6%. So it looks like for tomorrow, not only non-farm payrolls and private payrolls are getting reported, but as well as the unemployment rate should be getting reported, and this is all at 8:30 a.m. or 1 hour before the market opens. So let's go ahead and talk about what this would mean, right? If the unemployment rate, based off of what has happened in the past before, comes in lower than expected, meaning that unemployment is actually going down once again, this supports a stronger than expected labor market. If the unemployment rate comes in hotter than expected, meaning higher than 3.6%, which is the current market's expectation for tomorrow, then that means that we have a worse labor market than what was expected. Well, what will determine if the market goes up or down, right? Well, based off of what has happened in the past before, the Federal Reserve has wanted to see the economy and the labor market slow down. So normally what would happen is when these unemployment reports would get released and the unemployment rate would be disclosed, if the unemployment rate actually came in higher than expected, meaning a higher unemployment rate, it's a very weird way to think, the market would actually react in a positive way because it's actually supporting the case that the market is slowing down and that the Federal Reserve can possibly begin to pivot, right? Slow down with interest rate hikes and maybe actually begin to be able to provide interest rate cuts. And that's what's currently expected. Now, although it has not been announced, right now, the market is expecting that the Federal Reserve by the end of 2023 is going to be cutting interest rates by 1.25%. At least that's what some analysts are saying. It's too early to tell, but again, a lot of the fear that is coming from more interest rate hikes is we already saw what happened with smaller banks such as Silicon Valley. Now, what happens if the Federal Reserve continues to raise interest rates with its fight against inflation and then other and or larger banks begin to fail, right? That can put us in some really hot water. So again, for tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens, it's probably the most significant report. And again, that is the unemployment rate that's going to be disclosed. We talked about the expectation, and as well as the non-farm payrolls and the non-farm private payrolls are all getting released 1 hour before the market opens. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of this. So if you do begin to see, for some of you that actually trade futures, if you begin to see the market go a little bit wild, then again, you at least will have a better understanding of what is causing some of this buying and or some of this selling pressure. So we can see right now the NASDAQ market is teeter-tottering above the 13,150 support. And if we take a little bit of a step back, we can see that today we bounced off of 13,000. Now, of course, if the report tomorrow comes in hotter than expected, then this could possibly mean that, again, the market can come back to retest 13,000. and potentially breaking below that support level and causing more selling pressure. But just like that, it could also mean that if it comes in better than expected, we can actually begin to see the NASDAQ market beginning to recover, which is great for overall bull markets, right? So as of right now, it's still definitely too early to tell. And like we always say, our job is not to predict the future. Our job is simply to prepare for it. And one of the best ways to prepare is just to be aware of what is actually being reported. And if you do not want to partake in that type of volatility, then make sure that you either reduce your position size and or stay cash when that report gets released, so you do not have to partake in that volatility and you can wait for the market to react and then choose to re-enter when direction becomes a little bit more clear. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, feel free to direct message me via our free Discord, which is the first link in the description down below, or feel free to message me via Instagram. I am verified on Instagram, and that was before they started selling the check marks. And that's the third link in the description down below. I really do appreciate you guys' time. Friendly reminder, I do trade live every morning with one team and one team only, and all of our new members are automatically getting entered for our GTR giveaway or $50,000 cash. And if you want to learn more about and how you can enter, please just take 2 minutes, click that second link down below, learn more about our LPP team and what it would be like to be able to watch me trade live every single day. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.